G'day YouTube, Warble's on a lot here. Tuesday, 26th of July 2022. I've now had 2 shots of cisplatin, 70 milligrams IV, which is apparently getting towards the upper end of how big a dose they give you of cisplatin. And I've had 7 trips in the linear accelerator. And sad to say, all the pretty colour light show is nowhere near as bright and spectacular today as it was last week. So yeah, that might have been a one-time sensitization phenomena. Anyway, yesterday I did a 14.1 kilometre ride on a bike path out to the airport, to the Rural Fire Service base camp. Came back and found that I'd left the camera on full telephoto the whole way and it was unwatchable. Sunday, didn't go for a ride, my son was here. Saturday I was going to go for a ride, and just as I got on the bike my son arrived. So there hasn't been a video since Friday, and one of my subscribers, Sam in Germany, suggested I should make a video because he was getting a bit, you know, what's happening, is he okay, is Warble's alright? Yep, I'm here, I've just been a bit slack. So far so good, and my new regime is to pedal 1 kilometre and then electric bike motor 1 kilometre. So the 14.1 kilometres to the airport and back yesterday was actually 7 kilometres of Warble's pedalling with no assistance and 7 kilometres of Warble's zooming on the electric bike. Today we'll have a crack at going for a ride and I'll see if I can get the camera right for a change. In fact, I think Friday I might have fucked the camera up as well. So it might be Thursday since I put up a video. Anyway, I need give it a go and see what happens. One thing I can point out, today it's been a pretty good day. So at least the road will be dry. Sadly, because the camera was wrong yesterday, you didn't get to see me having a bit of a near-death experience going from a bike path across the road onto another bike path when a bus driver gave me a green light to go out in front of him, and he was apparently hoping I would get snotted by the car that was coming up in his right-hand lane. However, halfway across the front of the bus I realised the death trap that he was leading me into, and I slowed right down and I stuck my head out over the handlebars and I hit my brakes and the car hit their brakes, and they were doing about 60 k's, and we stopped about a metre from each other diagonally. So when he stopped, I was not actually in his straight line of advance. But it was bloody close. Bloody close. You don't have to just worry about the cancer when you're getting treated for cancer. There's the lunatics on the roads as well. Here we go, realign the reflectors. Okay, camera check. Let's see how we go. And they've been putting out new grout between the grey tiles, so I'm trying not to ride on their fresh grout. I don't know whether I'm going to go out towards the airport because we're getting pretty close to dark, and 5 o'clock's when the workers knock off work, and I don't want to mix it in the rush hour because there's a fair bit of narrow double yellow line type road between here and the first bike path. She's probably already knocked off, but the funny thing is the lady who works the front gate guard at the Cancer Institute, I pulled in on the bike yesterday to say good day to her, talked to her for 5 minutes and realised she didn't recognise me as the bloke with the cowboy hat and the alpaca sports coat who'd been going in past her every day for a week. So I identified myself to her. Whoopsie, wrong driveway. And she did a bit of a double take and acted as if she knew what I was talking about. And then today I showed up again for my daily visit, and she checked me in and took me the name and my phone number, and I said to her, so do you recognise me now when I've got my a Cobra hat on and the alpaca coat instead of me push bike under me and my alpaca jumper, and she did the double take again because she still hadn't bloody recognised me. She thought I was two different people. The Fruit Loop on the e-bike and the homegrown hillbilly in Hands Fun. Now here do we see, look at the mound this fella's got. That, yeah, that is the male scrub turkey, and he's building that mound. And apparently everybody's really pissed off because he's moved all that dirt from every other garden to here to get the mound. And I'm trying to explain to them, these birds are doing this because this is where they live, this is where their ancestors have lived for thousands of bloody years. And they are thus perfectly evolved and epigenetically fine-tuned to live right here. And if we, as post-imperial, neo-colonial, Euro-peon humans, if we want to live our lifestyle here on their ancestral homeland, it's our bloody job to learn to fit in around them. Not go whinging and bitching when they use the topsoil off the ground to build a nesting mound. So anyway, I thought that was pretty good fun. Worth showing to you. And yeah, so at this time of day the car park's almost empty. I can have quite a good fun little ride. Because I did a long ride yesterday and I had a shot of cisplatin today, I'm probably not going to do a hugely long ride, but I'll do a ride and try and maintain the goal of riding every day. You know, if something comes up like a visiting offspring, or if it's raining too hard, well, I won't ride that day. But I did a bit of work on the bike's brakes too today. Freed up the front wheel for cruising. Right. Now, here we have the old man on an e-bike self-portrait, which I had been meaning to show you on a previous video about 4 bloody times. I think today I actually got it. So now I can see what I actually look like on this thing. There we go, now I get the motor. And they're not bloody flying bats, they're lorikeets making all that noise. Yep. Short-tail lorikeets. There we go. Another look at the turkey. Probably a different turkey, actually. You couldn't have got from there to here that fast. I figure I'm one of their patients, I'm entitled to do that. Okay, back to pedalling. Take any hills you can find, I reckon, when you're pedaling. Gives you something to go up. Because let's face it, it's me that needs a cardio workout. Get some blood pumping. Bloody battery's not on chemotherapy, is it? There we go. I get the rest. We'll have a look in the mental health window and see what we can see. Now I've turned the push bike's internal light system on. See whether you can see any bloody difference. Can you see that little tiny light there? Okay. Why is that not working? Okay, well, that's something to play with, because that ain't working. Let's see if the tail lights are working. Yep. Absolutely. We have tail lights, but that little lead there ain't going. I wonder why. I wonder how I get to it to check. No, probably blowing the lead. Oh, talking to the movie camera. Yeah. No worries. I just discovered the bike's headlight's not working. I'm back to just the strobes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep, no worries. Well, the backlight's working. And there's that scrub turkey again. Hello.
Right. And the obvious good news is that my liver didn't shit itself under the influence of the first dose of chemotherapy, and it didn't shit itself today either. I am looking a little bit paler than normal, but you know, my hair hasn't started falling out yet. I should be pedalling by now, but there's company. Oh well, I almost caught him. Oh, well that's me 5 kilometres for the day. Yeah, I just wasn't into going out on the open road in the dark, not even to be sociable with some other push bikers. So, for a post-chemotherapy ride, that might perhaps possibly do me after this lap. Okay, that's 6Ks, should be on battery power by now, but just to make up for that little extra squint on the motor, I will pedal all the way back to Shearwater. Hit the poffle horn and the emergency sirens will respond to you. So it turns out. Okay, 204.3 kilometres, 25 minutes, max 29.2, average 15 even with all those stops. Trip 6.2, bike battery off, headlight off, tail light off. Right, I think that went moderately well. Yes, Warble's on the YouTube. Thank you very much for coming along for a ride. Ciao.